So I think that Grace Chapel has an opportunity to be an example, like an actual manifestation of the kingdom of God along the 380 corridor. And what I mean by that is the 380 corridor, the communities around it are pretty diverse. Right? The demographics range as far as like families and race and socioeconomic class, all those things, just a lot of people living a lot of different ways.
When Billy and I first started talking about Grace Avenue going multi-site, we talked about this dream and need for neighborhood churches and regional resources. So this idea that people want a church that is in their community, that is close to home, and that reflects the community that they're a part of. And then when we looked at the landscape of where that might be for Grace Avenue to take the mission to eradicate homelessness into a new place, we looked at the 380 corridor and we found that the place where we actually were able to secure our piece of land for our new permanent home was a place of great rapid growth. So there are estimated to be 24,000 single-family homes within 3 miles of that new campus location at build out of each of those neighborhoods. So that's how we got to where we are and the dream that we're hoping to see become a reality.
You imagine that if you have a structure, a new building that's more vibrant, more open, more bright, more welcoming, how it would allow people to feel more welcome, more safe, and loved in this space. And I think a new, building gives you that imagination that it's open, it's welcoming, it's loving, it's kind, and it's somewhere you want to be.
So we have seen our active families double in our church over the last year, and we're running out of space. So what we need is a new building. Our building project that we are looking to make a reality is $5.5 million for land and building. And the Grace Chapel campus has already raised over $850,000 in pledges through our capital campaign. And so we know we need to put a lot of other things into the building.
I think it's going to take everyone being all in, right? So all hands on deck. When you see projects like this, they are overwhelming, especially for a lot of newer churches, because sometimes they jump the gun and they get really excited about building a building and then the people don't come, or the people are there and then they can't fit in the current building, right? And so I think we're at this nice crossroad where we can get excited about what's coming. And so I think everyone need to have a level of excitement or whatever else have you. And I think that those of us who are currently there need to have an openness to what God is doing. And I think that requires us also here at Grace Avenue at large to have an openness to what God is doing, because I think what God is doing along the 380 corridor through Grace Chapel is very special.
So the area that we've been blessed to purchase some land in is growing so rapidly. The cities, from my understanding of their planning, is all residential. They want housing after housing after housing. The homes are going to need a church home. The families are going to need somewhere to go. They're going to want somewhere to go.
So one of the things I think that this is going to do is that it's going to give us an opportunity to have a larger facility, right, to do the work that we're already doing. Right, so we're looking at scaling up. We're not looking at necessarily waiting for the building to do new things. Right? We're doing new things, hoping that the building will just allow us to scale those things up and amplify the impact that's already being made.
Well, we have, like we've said, literally thousands of people moving into the surrounding area around the new Grace Chapel campus. And what we know is that in the church landscape in our area, there's a missing piece, that being a spiritual home that offers grace for all people. And that is what Grace Avenue, Grace Chapel want to be for our community, a place where everyone who is moving into our area can look for a church home, a faith home, and find a place that says you are invited here, welcomed here, included here, and we want you to be a part of the community.